What's up, guys? Hope everyone's doing well. Today I thought we'd just have a little discussion about Rudy's, that is Rudy of Alpha Investments, Endgame, and what do I think he's doing, and my thoughts on that. Just to start things off, first of all, and also while we're doing that, let's check out some 1980 Weird Wheels collect cards. These are like stickers that came out in 1980, and I remember them as a kid. They were pretty awesome, so I thought we'd just check those out. First of all, I am a patron of Rudy's. In my opinion, it's hands down the best deal in MTG. There's no way you could get boxes at that price, those volumes, anywhere without being a distributor or going through a lot of hoops. And yeah, it's fantastic. He provides a fantastic service for collectors and investors. So I really do think he's done a great job with that. And I also, I do enjoy his content, the content he produces, his videos and his whiteboard talks and, all that stuff. I think it's a really good service for, for the community. And if you don't agree with him, or you don't like, I don't agree with everything he says all the time, and he's not always right. But who is? And I think it's worth, if you are a collector or if you are an investor, it's definitely worth watching his videos and listening to what he has to say. I mean, I do also have my own, at one time I did have my financial licenses, not unlike Rudy himself. And I think that informs a lot of the way he, when you get those things, you learn a lot about investments and, what you should be doing, what you probably shouldn't be doing, risk, tolerance, and all that stuff. That's cool. And, I think it's so, why is he collecting all this stuff? And I hear a lot of people, I see a lot of comments about, him dumping products or, how is he going to make money? When he wants to get out of this whole thing, he's just going to crash the market. I mean, he knows enough about market dynamics that, that's not something he wants to do. That doesn't help him at all. His primary, I don't know him personally at all. I have emailed him a bunch of times, and he's really responsive and, pretty thoughtful. So, I have nothing bad to say about the guy at all. This video is really just about what I think the end game is for his investments. And it's completely speculative. I mean, I know nothing. He doesn't tell me anything about it. All I know is what I've seen on the video. So, you don't want one of those Porsches. So yeah, that's just to get that out of the way. But based on what I do know about him, I mean, he, just from his videos, he collects primarily ABU, reserve list, alpha, beta, unlimited, some revised. And that's kind of where, maybe a few other, choice pieces here and there, some revised cards. And then, by far in terms of volume, at least, he's got a tremendous amount of sealed product, which I also agree with. I think that's just it's the best investment you can make in MTG. It's got a really, a good return profile over time. You always have attrition of the product. People are always opening it, and that's great for sealed product later on. There's just less of it later, in the future, and scarcity does breed some return rates. So that's fantastic for, for investors and collectors. And he offers a good service to get in at a very good low cost basis. But what's he going to do? He's got hundreds of cases, thousands of cases. I think he wants 500, roughly 500 boxes per, position. What does that mean? What's the end game for that kind of collection or that kind of investment? And the way I see it is, really what he's trying to do, he treats, he's a bond. I think ultimately in a lot of ways, he's treating this like a bond portfolio or a, a dividend stock portfolio, where he wants to continually, put money into it at a specific rate, and then later on, as things go, when he wants to start to cycle, when I say get out of it, I don't think it means that he's just gonna, turn loose and just try to dump everything. That's not what he's gonna do. He's gonna milk the system in a way that, he sells sealed product out the door, whether it's eBay, direct sales, or to Chopped Hog over here, or whatever outlets he feels that are the most profitable or most equitable. And maybe is that Rudy in the Grease Mobile? Dude, you do need a haircut. Or maybe it's that one. I don't know. That's his arm. Those are his arms. God, these are great. Blackhawk. What was I saying? Anyways, yeah, he's not going to just dump it. He treats it like a bond portfolio or a bond ladder system, where as things start to mature or he's ready, he's starting to essentially reap an annuity by selling off the products at a particular rate, one that won't depress the market, but one that can support his lifestyle. And once they get to a certain a certain value, or he's held it long enough, or his return's been high enough, you'll start to see him move some of that, or he'll probably start moving that product out when he's ready to start cashing in, and that will create a really nice annuity structure for him, or almost like a dividend structure. I mean, he is selling the product, so it's not really he's not getting a dividend in the sense like that, but it really is a way for him to capture that value over time. So you figure, how many sets are there? 100 plus sets. If you figure like master sets and collector's boxes and everything else. And if he sells, 100 boxes a month, I mean, that could last years and years. And that would still give him, 100 times $500 to $10,000 a month just in earnings on that, maybe more. God, Hun on a Honda. There's just some things they just will not make ever again. The Flying Dutchman, and this is done. My actually a good friend of mine, when I grew up, is kind of reviving this brand, Weird Wheels with Tops, and he's going to be doing a bunch of art for him. Yeah, so I think for him, for Rudy and Alpha, Investments, I think he's going to treat his primarily his steel product. I'm not talking about his ABU stuff, but treat it similarly, I guess, if you want to start cashing out, where he doesn't want to damage the market, so he's going to control the flow, so to speak, and keep his annuity going, or keep his payments coming out at a rate that makes sense to his collection. So I don't think, some people say he's going to ruin the market. He won't. There's just no way. It would just destroy all his capital that he put into it. So that's never going to happen. He'll control it in a way that makes sense, and keeps the pricing pretty solid. That's how he's going to make money, and honestly, that's how all of us collecting sealed product and other types of MTG products will make money in the end. You can't just, if you need money now, yeah, you're going to take a big hit, but that's not how he's going to plan it. I don't think so. That's my opinion. And it looks like we got a few left here. The Hearse of Horror, Witch's Wheels. God, these just bring back so many memories. I actually have a full sealed box of this stuff, and I'm not sure what I want to do with it, but it's pretty awesome. It's a ton of packs. It's so cool. I might open it someday. I'm not sure yet. The Octo Rod and the Racing Robot. So anyways, I hope everyone has a good day, and just want to have a quick chat. Take it easy.